Hello my friends, this is Thor, and we're back with another weekly Vault video. This week we've got the same 4 characters as last week. We're going to start out on the Druid, who has just 1 slot, and then we're going to move on to the Mage and then the Evoker, who each have a couple of slots, and then we'll be wrapping it up with DK, who should have a really nice juicy Vault. We finished off AOTC last week, so we'll have Farak loot included on the table, and we've got a full row of 20s in the Mythic Plus row. But starting off with the Druid, we're going to stay in balance spec. I may be switching to Resto on the Druid. I don't know, balance hasn't actually been that fun. And we've got a necklace. Yeah, we'll take this for sure. Versatility is nice for Resto especially, so maybe that'll push us in that direction a little bit. It'll be nice to have a character that we can actually do a little bit of healing on. Affixes this week, Volcanic and Sanguine with Tyrannical. This should be a really good week to push. If you can manage Sanguine, if you have any abilities to help with that on your characters, just knocking stuff out or pulling stuff out, or like stunning a mob that's low while everything else gets pulled away, this should be a really good week for pushing some Tyrannical score. Some of the dungeons this season are kind of cringe with Sanguine though, so I don't know. Like doing it in Waycrest manner is never fun. Although Sanguine's a lot better than it was in BFA. You know, it doesn't last for like a full minute. There's a limit on how much stuff can actually heal from it now. Like if something's in like 3 Sanguine pools, it's only getting healing from 1 of them. But yeah, we've got the Mage. The Mage has been improving a bit. I've got 2-piece on it now. The new 2-piece for Frost, and I've been figuring out the rotation a bit. Which is not a difficult rotation, it's just changed a bit since the last time I played Frost, so it took me a little bit of time to learn. But we're going to go ahead and open up the vault here and see what we get. Okay, so I got a hero track version of a ring that I already have on veteran track, not really excited about that. I do have shoulders, but I already have shoulders, so that's also not super compelling. This would just be a track upgrade. And then we've got Myth Track Bracers. I think we're just going to take these, and we'll figure out the embellishments later. On these alts, any Myth Track piece that I can get that I can like equip and use, I'm going to be very, very happy with. And then the Mage will start out with a 19 Dark Heart. So, should be good this week. It might be a little bit troll playing Frost this week with Sanguine, but maybe we'll give some Fire a little bit of a try. I've got the Evoker. The Evoker's going to have 1 Myth Track slot for the Mythic Plus row, and then I actually did a couple Heroic bosses last night. So we'll see if we can get maybe a nice trinket or something. My guildies were kind of roasting me because last week I mentioned the Sea Star wasn't super exciting for Og, which I stand by. It's a good trinket. It has pretty high uptime, so you get a lot of use out of intellect buff, but versatility is really, really bad for augmentation. And the trinket just has raw verse on it. Versatility has no interaction with the buffs that you give to other people's augmentation. It only buffs your damage that you're doing. So that's why it's not the most compelling stat to have on a trinket. But we got a music box with Leech. Leech is not great for Aug, but if I play some Preservation, Leech is really good, and this gives me the Waycrest Manor set because I have the Signet Ring on, I believe on Hero Track. So this is really cool. We will take this, and then we will have a chance to heal our friends when we deal damage. I don't think it's a super significant heal, but I think this is a nice pickup for my Evoker, and brings our eye level up to 456. Yeah, I actually had quite a bit of fun doing a little bit of raid with this character last night. I was just in a pug, but maybe we'll dip in a little bit more this week. Trinkets are in a pretty good spot there. These are both pretty good trinkets, especially if we look to play Devastation or Preservation. So, all right. So the Evoker is on the right track, and now we've got the DK. So like I said, we wrapped up ahead of the curve last week. We killed Heroic Razageth, wow. We killed Heroic Farak. Razageth was months and months ago now. If you didn't get a chance to catch the video, it's on the channel. You can check it out. You can see the raid lead tank perspective for this. We are looking to hopefully start dipping into Mythic this week. It's going to depend on how we fare against the roster boss, but we've consistently had like 20 to 23 people in our raid groups for Heroic, and it seems like everyone's interested in doing Mythic, but we'll see. Okay, so DK's in a really good spot. I don't know why my head... Oh, okay, my head transmog got swapped because Winter's Veil is over, and I've been using a Santa hat, so we'll take care of that in just a minute. Trinkets, I've been using these two for pushing like into higher keys. We do have a Rezon's Gleaming Eye with speed on it, but it's only the champion track, so that's kind of what I would like to see, is a myth track Rezon's Gleaming Eye. Other than that, DK's in a really good spot. We will have enough crests to upgrade whatever myth track item we grab here, and yeah, I guess the only consideration I have is it would be nice to get a heroic or a myth track for extra tainted rage heart, but I think I'd rather get a upgrade for my Gleaming Eye first, because that's going to be better for damage than just 6 item levels on the rage heart. So we're going to open this in Unholy Spec, and as is tradition, we're just going to kind of pop every CD we can here and then open it up. Let's see what's inside. Okay, nothing super exciting. Let's take a look at the raid row here. We've got boots, which I don't need, a cloak, which I don't need, and a heroic branch. I'm not taking that. I don't, as a rule, I don't like items that slow your character. I really get annoyed by that, and I've got good trinkets anyway. I don't see a scenario where I'd be using branch over the other trinkets that I already have. We've got myth track shoulders, so that would be nice. We've got a myth track chest, but we already have... Oh, but it's got speed. Okay. Myth track chest with speed. Or we've got a myth track Gorehowl. This is a tough choice. This is actually a really tough choice. I've got 3 good myth track options. There's a part of me that really wants to take the chest for the speed. The problem with that is I don't know if I have another catalyst charge right now, so I wouldn't be able to use this week anyway, and it would be like literally just a tertiary upgrade when I've got item level upgrade options for shoulder and for weapon. Okay, let's see. Sorry. We are looking to dip into Mythic this week, so if that happens, can I get shoulders from like the first 2 or 3 bosses? I can. Okay. So if we can get the first 3, like the first 3 bosses on Mythic, I have a chance at just dropping shoulders. And also just dropping a 2-hander. And ideally I get the legendary weapon, so Gorehowl is not a long-term upgrade anyway. I'm trying to talk myself into taking the speed. I think the play is still to take the weapon. I think we take the weapon and upgrade it, and if we get the legendary, like, we got a legendary, so we can't really be too upset about that, right? Also, I don't have the appearance of Gorehowl yet, and this thing looks pretty sick. It's a classic item there. Man, I wish you could like lock in an item to take next week, or to have as an option next week, like you can do with the trading post. I'm just gonna take the weapon. 6 item levels on a weapon is gonna be better than anything else I can get right now. And then, you know, if we get the legendary this week, like, who's gonna complain about that? Yeah. So let's speed though. I can't take speed over a weapon upgrade. I really can't. All right, we're just gonna take Gorehowl, and we're gonna be happy with it. And we got a 23 Waycrest. All right, so we're gonna have to deal with Sanguine and Waycrest on my key this week. That'll actually be nice though, because that'll Waycrest Tyrannical is the only key that I have lower than a 20 on score for. So, all right, let's send some upgrades on this axe. There it is. 800 flight stones. I have limited use for flight stones on this character now, though. So, you know, I'll probably max it out before I want to spend more again. Yeah, we're gonna slap this on, and then we will go enchant it. Also, there's the Demon Bane, which I don't think matters on any raid boss, but there's a couple dungeons where that might be nifty to have. So yeah, that brings us up over 435 overall. Also, or I guess we were already there, and then we'll or no, we weren't. No, never mind. I already upgraded it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want to hearth. What I want to do is Deathgate. So we're gonna go enchant this weapon real quick. Yeah, if you are doing keys this week, just the one thing that you want to be mindful of is with Sanguine. Try not to kill mobs inside of Sanguine. Try to do your best to knock stuff out of it, pull stuff out of it. All right, Lich King will take your quest. I didn't play this character a whole lot in Legion, so I never actually completed all of the artifact quests. Getting outed. Yeah, so make sure you're not killing stuff in Sanguine. Give people a chance to get stuff out of Sanguine as you are starting to drop things low. If you're playing a tank, you want to make sure that you're moving stuff as stuff starts to die. If you have things like grips, if you're playing a DK, or if you're playing a monk and have Ring of Peace, or if you're playing a druid and have Typhoon, like those are all really useful spells to have. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're not rooting stuff in Sanguine, not stunning things in Sanguine, and this should be a pretty smooth week. And the reality is, like, even if you get a little bit of Sanguine healing on trash, it's not a fortified week, so it's not a huge deal. Ideally, you avoid it entirely, but, you know, it's just part of the game. Alright, so we've got a Myth Track weapon now, and we're up to 485 on the Death Knight. A little bit lower if we swap our trinket over to the Gleaming Eye. But yeah, overall, we're in a pretty good spot right now. I do need to transmog my helm. I'm not sure what helm I want to use right now, so we'll figure that out later. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you made it this far, give us a like and a subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And come check out the raid stream. We raid at 9 o'clock Pacific time on Tuesday and Thursday night, and we go until midnight. If you're interested in raiding with Undaunted as we start to dip into Mythic, please reach out. I have a forum post you can check out. You can hit me up in game, or on, you know, in the comments below, or on my Twitch chat. And yeah, come and hang out, have a good time, and I hope all of you guys have good luck in your vaults this week. And that's gonna do it for the video. Bye.